So I am back. Stella has taken her potty break. She went to go tinkle. Greetings, spirit team. How are we doing? How are we feeling? I'm hoping you're doing good. I am just waking up and it is 11 o'clock. So I slept in. All right, I figured I would walk you through a morning routine that is a little bit more set up now that I've been in the apartment for about 12 or 13 days, because today's the new moon, today's the 13th. So technically 13 days, 12 nights. Anyway, I start my day off with water and the steps that my coach requires in the video that I'm editing. That's gonna go up before this one. I did a vitamin shop haul, and I said it once in there. I'm gonna say it again. Coach, I am getting the ones that you told me to get. However, shipping time, so I wanted to be on something until those come. So first up is greens and ACV, apple cider vinegar. So let's turn this just a little bit. Boom. Yeah. Water. Can you see my butt? Good. I can see my butt. Cool. Start off with some water, and then I keep my powders in the fridge or the freezer. Again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. I live in a warmer climate, so I have to do things a little bit differently. Actually, that's not what I'll do. This. So when you put your powders in the fridge, it stops them from getting clumpy. Especially my El Cardinal, the one that I purchased. This one, if you leave it in the on the counter, it does run the risk, even with the salicylic ice packet. Salicylic. The salicylic packet inside, it'll still sometimes pump up if you don't put it in the fridge. So put it in the fridge. I'm gonna take Smarter Grains, and it's got a whole host of stuff in it. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, thiamine, riboflavin, niacinamide, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, biotin. I mean, it goes on and on. Tons of stuff. It's delicious. And this one tastes like pomegranate berry. And this is what it looks like inside. Did I wash my hands? Did I wash my hands? Editing Jay, if you edit that out, the hand washing, put a title in. Thank you. All right. Now I'm gonna get my scoop out and make my drink. First off, like I said, it's gonna be ACV greens. Now, since I take a lot of supplements, I go ahead and mix them so that the water can taste as good as possible on each section, and then I'm getting as much water as possible with each one. So this is what, 4 ounces, 6 ounces of water, probably even more because it's a wine glass. So we have greens, and then I'm gonna put glutamine by Body Tag. Brand does not matter, it's just glutamine. I would definitely check like the back to see if there's any other ingredients, and this one is just glutamine, no other ingredients. So if you hear rustling in the background, Stella put herself back in place. So she's gonna have to wait until she figures it out. She didn't want to come up. come out this morning, so I guess she's sleeping in too. Okay. Told y'all, she got a personality. So first up, we have glutamine, greens, ACV. And a shot of this, apple cider vinegar. I heard something about Bragg's getting sold to a different company and it's no longer as holistic as it used to be. Like they changed how the warehouses they make it in. So I switched to this Whole Foods organic generic brand. Hey, I can't quite blame it on my working memory. I can't quite tell y'all exactly what the hell happened. I just remember I read it somewhere. So that made a lasting impression on me and I went ahead and got the regular one. I used to be a Bragg's girl though. Like they have probiotic drinks too. Love them, love them. So I'm gonna drink one and I'm gonna fast forward through this one. Yeah, we drink a lot. I think I drink like at least a liter worth of water in the morning just with supplements. I'm gonna try to eventually get back to the full gallon in the morning, but baby steps, slow and steady. Now you've probably seen people with the electric milk frother, and they just go, shh. I don't have them, so spoon it, straw it is, and swirl that shit. It's a little clumpy, but tastes good. I will invest in one soon. I love that. Future me. Go ahead and look on Amazon for one. I wish I could drink it. So I'm really excited to go ahead and get that thing with the chunks. The chunks mean that I'm gonna have to chew a little bit, which sounds weird, I know. But whenever you're consuming carbs, remind yourself, and this is a great weight loss tip, and just to help with digestion, remind yourself that carbs are actually digested majorly, or the digestive enzymes that will take apart carbs are in your mouth, in your saliva. So if you're not chewing for very long, when you're eating carbs, it means it's gonna get to your stomach and it's gonna have a hard time digestion. I noticed that problem a while ago. Like, my mom, bless her heart, she was a salaried manager and she got like 15-minute breaks and she would wolf down an entire meal. And it became a habit for me too. As I became a salaried manager and I didn't really have dedicated breaks, I would just wolf down my food. And so as I've become more conscious, I work on things like that, like chewing. Chew your food. It's a blessing to have teeth. Chew them. Chew you, masticate, do something. It's okay. Now, I will tell you that I think some people have problems with carbs, like Ben's rice, because it has oil in it. And then when you go to put it in your mouth, it's so oily, like you don't necessarily have to chew it. It's mushy, it's rice. But you still can and you still should. So I've noticed that in the past like 3 days of me actually taking my time to chew my 200 grams of rice, which is like that much rice. Ugh. My stomach is not acting up as much. However, since I went back to eating meat, my stomach has not been happy. I don't know how TMI I want to give a y'all, but there was a point where I was like, oh, I still am thankful to release what no longer serves me right on time every time. Right now, it feels like when it's time for me to release something, it is a time for a pause, if that makes sense without me telling too much. Okay. Y'all got me if you got me. First round down, rinse it out. Semi-clean glass, more water. Next up, we have El Carnitine in the watermelon flavor, beetroot, just, I shouldn't say plain, that doesn't sound nice, but beetroot with no additives. And then there's one more thing I want to add, and I'm blanking on it. Put that in there so you can't see it. Anyway, I don't need y'all seeing what prescription drugs I'm on. Okay, we're gonna do echinacea. Just because I was outside with no coat last night and it was raining, and I just want to make sure I'm just like, so a dropper of echinacea. You can get these at the vitamin shop. You see it? I think it's focusing more on me, but hi, echinacea. And then we're gonna do a scoop of carnitine. I would usually double scoop if I had intention of going straight to the gym. I am not. Right now I'm super sore. Super sore. And it's not from the workouts, it's from me walking. Ooh. Went on my nose. It's from me walking. I went and walked Stella around the neighborhood, and we went a mile out, actually probably a mile and a quarter, before I was about to start turning around. And when I turned around, I looked to my right, and there goes LA Fitness. Now, I haven't mentioned this to you guys yet, but poor Daisy, my Buick, something's going on. Luckily, we have a warranty. I bought the extra insurance and all that. But she's gonna have to go to the shop, so I don't want to ride around her unless it's absolutely necessary. So I was at the point where I was gonna have to figure out some home workouts that I could do in the gym that's on site. And I have never, I shouldn't say never, but I haven't been, because when I was younger, I was one of those girls that could do like workout at home, like loved Shanti, hip hop abs. Was that called? Was that what it was called? It's some hip hop dancing with Shanti. Like he would make you dance and do like this, and then he would pump and you would work your abs. Anyway, I still love Shanti. He actually is getting coached by my former coach, so it's a very small world. Anyway, I haven't been a home workout girly since I got into going to the gym. Like, it's something about being in the gym. Maybe it's because I really like equipment versus like free weights. I really prefer equipment versus free weights. But I don't know. So I was contemplating like, okay, how am I gonna figure this out? Let me figure out some YouTube videos to take to this gym that has weights that go up to 50 pounds, and how I'm gonna make this work when I can definitely squat probably like upwards of 200 and some pounds, even with the foot being off, upwards. And I mean, this is for reps. This is not my one rep max. 50 pounds, unless you're doing like 40 reps per set, it's gonna take a while to feel the amount of burn that I need. So when I seen the LA Fitness, back to the point, I was like, oh, perfect. So I got me a 3-day guest pass to see if I liked it. And I've been walking a mile there and a mile back. And yesterday I went twice. And yes, of course, Stella came with me, so she's probably exhausted too. But when I said the shin splits, because I have not walked like that in so long. Look how high my shoulders are getting. So long. Like, I used to be a walking gal in high school. Like, I would have to walk from my house to the bus stop, get on the bus, then yada, yada, yada. I would walk. And then when I first started my job, my 9 to 5. When I first started my 9 to 5, I was entry level. And I would have to walk like 13 miles a day. I'm not kidding you. I was not a male person either. I was walking 13 miles a day. I would tell myself I get paid to walk. I love walking. Walking's good for me. It's healthy. Da, 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 da. That was over 5 years ago that I was like walking for a living. I moved to Memphis. Memphis is not a walkable city. You ain't walking nowhere unless it's around the park at Shelby Farms. If you're from Memphis, you know what I'm talking about. But ain't much walking. You driving. It's a driving city. There's not even buses like that. So I got down here and I thought, oh, Daisy's on the fritz. Let's walk your behind to the gym. You got this. F the foot. You got plans. Make it happen. Coach's orders. I'm grateful to have 10 toes. I'm grateful to have a body to move. Like I say. But I'm telling you, when I got out of the bed this morning, sore. And it's the shins. It's just the shins. It's not even the feet. Because the doctor's appointment with the foot doctor is on the 16th, so. My thought process is like, that shit's almost over. It's 13th today. That's 3 more days. But my legs are there. Anyway, let me finish drinking this. I'm just rambling with you guys. It's been 17 minutes already. Wow. I missed you guys. Okay, so those two taken. Beautiful. What else? I think that's all I'm gonna take for right now. Maybe some EAAs after I take Stella on her walk, just to get one more glass of water in. Oh, you hear me? Yeah, she does not want to. She didn't want to get out of bed. I'm not gonna force her. Greetings. I am back from taking Stella to potty. So grateful for feet to walk her to the potty section of this place. I'm trying not to complain about how bad my feet hurt. So I'm gonna take the handle and our 2-cup espresso filter, put it in. I did not get all fancy yet. I've seen so many shorts as soon as I bought this thing about like people getting super fancy with their cappuccinos and their espresso overall, because this is an espresso machine. With getting extra filters and different tampers. This is a tamper, like getting automated ones. I'm not there yet. I just needed to transition away from going to a store to go buy the coffee. Pre-made, okay? And I'm not gonna hold you. That shit they sell in the refrigerator aisle, the iced coffee, it's not good. It never hits. It never hits the spot. So with this machine, you have 4 buttons. You have power, grind, single, double, and then you have the option to turn it to hot water or steam. And then in the middle is for coffee. So you hit it twice on grind for your beans to get grinded, which you got the grinder up here. Yay. So now that I have all my coffee beans grounded up, I'm gonna make sure there's no extra on the sides. And then I'm going to tap it on the counter to even it out. Even it out as much as I can. Sometimes this is easier than others. And this is when I start to contemplate buying that extra stuff. Not gonna hold you, but I'm more worried about getting this place looking like I want it to look versus spending an extra $20 to $30 on espresso crafts at this time. Maybe in 3 months you catch me with more sophisticated brewing. So then you take your tamp and your handle, coffee cradle. I'll look up what this means. I didn't add it in. Anyway, there's a lever right here at the bottom where you can lean it against the counter so that you can apply pressure. And you're gonna smash the shit down. And this is how I get some of my tension down in the morning. Smash. And I watched a YouTube short recently regarding there's no way to really over tamp. You can just under tap. Because once you get it all packed, technically there's no way to distribute it anymore. So this is dense of a espresso puck as you can get it. So you want it to be flat so the water can evenly distribute through. Anyway, put it on top. Technically not on top. Put the glue head in and then start from the left, turn to the right, give it a little jerk. Do a jerk, and get your coffee mug out because you're about to have espresso. So the time it took for me to do all of that, the water already heated, it would have been lighting up around here if it was still heating, and I'm just gonna hit double. And boom, my espresso's being made. So I do about 4 shots, so 2 double shots in the morning if I'm really feeling sluggish. I'm not feeling sluggish today, so I'm only gonna do 2 shots, and then I do a decaf, which I just don't grind the beans. I just pour the decaf blend into the handle and brew it that way. But I'm gonna do a espresso latte with a bit of almond milk. If you are on prep, almond milk, not oat milk, since it's lower on calories, less fat. There's only 2.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 1 protein, 30 calories. And if you're not a bodybuilder, add whatever you want to. Add real cream if you like. I don't care. Stella loves ice, so when she hears it, she gets all excited. Come. Hi. Oh, that is such a good come. Free. And I'll keep her pacified. Learned a new thing. She likes frozen sweet potatoes too. I was trying to make some sweet potatoes. There we go. Cool. Got some ice. Now I'm gonna set my espresso. Actually, before I pour it in, I've noticed something that helps quite a bit. Girl, ain't nothing itching you. Stop it. She just had a bath last night, so she's acting. a little. Anyway, I'm gonna add the sugar-free vanilla syrup. You can get this at Kroger. I would honestly suggest like a TJ Maxx, a Kohl's, a Marshall's, because they have all the flavors. They usually do have sugar-free, and they're a lot cheaper. I think I paid $5 for this one when you could get like a big one from TJ Maxx. But there's a Ross by me, so I might end up spending some time walking down there. So just a splash until I can get some pumps for this. Again, not a top priority for me right now, so I will just splash it until we find sometimes we rearrange priorities. Then I want stevia. I personally use Truvia. You can get a really, really big box from Sam's Club, and that'll probably last you your entire prep, depending on how much sugar you use, which this is not sugar and stevia, but depending on how much sweetener you use, you could probably get away with one box from Sam's Club. However, before I went to Sam's Club, I got this from Kroger, and I think it was $12. And I've been using it every day, so pretty much full. Come on, 2 packs a day, just to have a sweeter life. I love it. I put stevia on my rice. I put stevia on my egg whites. I put stevia in my coffee. And for those that aren't aware, stevia is a plant. And it's, well, sugar is a plant technically, it's from sugarcane. But stevia is less, I wouldn't even say it's less addictive, but there's less caloric value. So therefore, they say it's better for you. Ah, it was a little open. I cannot stand when that happens. I just mopped. Oh. And here comes Stella the mop. She'll look it up. All right, let's rinse this off. Excuse me. I'm so glad I taught her how to move when I say excuse me. Man, honestly, training Stella has been one of the easiest things ever. I talk to her a lot, and she's pretty smart as far as like picking up cues and context. But here is my venti vanilla latte. All for the low, low price. Honestly, I should probably calculate how much this was per serving and put it up here versus how much the freaking Starbucks I buy. Even when I do like my Starbucks hacks and do like a double shot of espresso with just the milk and add stevia, it's still like $4. It's still $4 now. $4 to make myself happy, it's priceless. But now that I have a stable place to be, there's nobody for shit. And I've had a few times where I went to Starbucks and the coffee didn't just come out right, and because I'm in the drive-thru, I'm already driving off and I can't say nothing. Woo! Man. But a habit that I do like to pick up is to drink as much water as possible and take those supplements before I drink the coffee, so that there's at least something in my stomach. I feel like a lot of people have problems with caffeine or coffee making them anxious because they are consuming caffeine without anything on their stomach, and they have very low tolerance for it. So to mitigate that, even though I don't have a low tolerance for caffeine, I definitely just try to make sure that I'm taking my coffee after I've had water, after I've had some of those supplements, because all those supplements have calories as well. So it's not like my stomach is empty. But with that being said, I am going to sip on my coffee and take you guys upstairs so that I can take you through my skincare routine. I know, aren't you excited? I look like I'm freaking glow. Look at that. Look at that. And my routine, to be honest, the products I've been using, I'll discuss more when I get up there. My products, I have been using these consistently for quite some time, like over maybe a year and a half. Like, to be honest, I've I dibble-dabbled with a few things out of Sephora and I did enjoy them. However, as a cost-effective mama, there's certain things that I would like to spend my money on and I have no problem spending my money on. And then there's certain things where if I could get the exact same value from something that costs less, I'm gonna do that. So with that being said, I'm gonna grab my coffee, clean up this kitchen a little bit, and then I'll see you upstairs. Greetings, y'all. Like I said, we are about to go through a skincare routine, and first of all, my hair has to get laid down before I start working on my face. I do wash my face in the shower. I have a Jolie water filter. I don't know where to look. I'm gonna look right here at the camera lens. I have a Jolie water filter, and I just feel like if I'm cleaning my body with filtered water, I would rather wash my face with filtered water as well. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? It was a great investment. Obviously, my skin looks freaking magnificent since I installed that. If you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen when I put it up. It's actually a really easy install. And then Jolie goes ahead and sends you a new filter when it's time. I think it's 3 months. So I start off with a lot of body with coconut o'shea oils leave-in conditioner, spray leave-in conditioner. Boom, just to moisten it up because I don't wash my hair every single day. I do wet it, but I don't wash it every day, just to keep some of the natural oils. And then if you know anybody with waves, you know the brushing is one of the most important parts. If you don't know what waves are, it's essentially when you lay your curls down. You have curly hair and you lay your curls down, or manipulate your curls to go into one pattern. So my waves are not perfect like they should. If they were perfect, the line would go across and you would just like see almost like a riptide down my head. But my hair is just really curly, and I have been going in multiple directions, which is not what you're supposed to be doing. I used to brush my hair like this to get myself a little side part, which I love, but right now I'm just focusing on laying it down. I'm actually considering going to the barber like ASAP, because I was editing my videos from when I first moved in and my hair looks so good. I was like, oh, who is that? She's a baddie. She looks good. She looks good. Why was I walking around with no haircut for so long? Questions I really ask myself. And then a trick, because I don't have wave pomade. I have edge control from when I had braids last year, and I did not throw it away. So I take a little edge control on my finger and then smooth it in my hands and come down to help lay it down a little bit, to give it a little structure, because my hair is really, really soft. And that means it'll frizz back up and not stay in place unless we do something with a little bit of gel-like consistency. Like the leave-in will get me to lay it down, but it will frizz back up if like my hoodie touches it when I'm putting it on. You know what I mean? So brush that out. I usually brush a lot longer, but time is of the essence right now. So from there, put the do-rag on. I put it on so that this little scar isn't covered. Since I was a little kid, well, I shouldn't say a little kid. Yeah, since I was a little kid, when I started to wear like things to sleep on or sleep with my hair wrapped, I would get like a tension irritation on my skin right where a widow's pick would be. So I didn't wear do-rags for a very long time, and I would just wear my hair curly and if anything sponge it to try to get the curls to just stand up instead of like a lay down effect. But I missed my waves. I had waves for a very long time, so I'm back to it. What I did was crisscross in the back, then one flap, one flap. Now I'm gonna tie a knot in the back. If you guys know how to wrap the do-rag, well, You just got an extra tutorial. Then I pull from here on the inside so that I can get all of this looseness tight, because you want it as tight as possible without hurting yourself. You see how that tightened up and there's no more gappage? And then I smooth it down because this is gonna put my waves into place. So tuck, 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 pull, pull, pull. And then wrap. And my rag is on. Boom. Easy peasy. Okay, so I usually do not have a towel on at this time. I'm going in with moisturizer, so editing J fix that if I did flash anybody. So it's becoming the winter time, so I do like to add in an actual moisturizer or some type of lotion in with my oil. Go get it. She dropped her phone. Go get it. Go get it. So that it's not just oil locking in water, it's oil locking in the lotion as well as the water. So we've got some hemp, koa, sweet almond, herbal body moisturizer. It has hemp seed oil in it, and honestly, this will probably be the last time I get it because this ingredients list is so long and that just nauseates me. But it is cruelty free, which is one of the bigger things that I was looking for, because I was in a rush when I was in Ulta. But yeah, just something to start moisturizing my skin, and then I'll follow up with avocado oil to seal it all in. So here we are. Usually I take a lot longer with this. I wouldn't say usually. Most of the time, probably on my night showers, I take a lot longer with moisturizing, just so that I'm going to sleep relaxed and I feel all soft and touched, and you know, take care of yourself. Then I follow with avocado oil right on top. A little drop on my chest and glaze the top. You see it turned a little white. It's okay, it'll disappear as it dries down. So we'll get the legs, the feet, most importantly the feet. That'll help you not get as many calluses because your skin is actually moisturized on your feet. Same thing with your legs. You want to massage it in, that way there's blood flowing to your legs. Helps with breaking down cellulite. Okay. Got a lot of body over here. Body, honey, 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 honey. I'm usually doing this listening to music, so I'm glad I've been practicing living in silence for a while. And I learned not to be annoyed by hearing myself talk. So, now that you've seen me moisturize, I need to go ahead and get what's underneath this towel without revealing myself to you. I'm gonna put on some workout clothes and then I'll be back to do the face. Anyway, I'm back. I have on clothes. This is what I had left. And then the one thing I will say with using oil as your moisturizer is you might end up with a little couple oil stains if you're using wearing lighter clothing. So I would say take a towel and pat dry if that bothers you, so that you don't end up with a streak. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a streak right here. Anyway, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I'm gonna work out in these clothes sweating them. There's gonna be a line of demarcation anyway. Okay, because my cup has condensation. Next step on the body is some sunscreen. I don't care if it's overcast, I don't care if it's winter. The only way I'm gonna say it's okay not to wear sunscreen is if you cannot afford it. Wear your sunscreen. I don't care if you are dark skinned, light skinned, pale, blacker than night itself. Wear sunscreen, because as a human population, we have damaged the ozone. That is a fact. And the amount of sun that radiates through can hurt us and harm us. So please just wear your sunscreen. Just wear it. Plus it gives you a nice little glow. At least this one does. This is my favorite sunscreen. It's the Ultra Sheer Body Mist. Can you guys see it? Ultra Sheer Body Mist from Neutrogena. If you have an FSA, a flexible spending account through your company, you can spend it at Walgreens and buy this, and essentially it's considered a medical need. So you can use your FSA on it, like your contacts, your over-the-counter prescriptions. You can also get sunscreen. I put you on. So if you have an FSA or it's almost open enrollment, I would highly suggest you get an FSA. It is a lifesaver. Amazon also has an FSA store, so you can buy things like compression boots, you know, TMS systems, cupping kits. What else? I've gotten, what is the name of that really expensive, a Theragun. I got a Theragun with my FSA. We love FSAs. I personally don't have an HSA since I spend the entire allotment every year. The first year that I got my FSA, I ended up getting LASIK. And the second year I was gonna do braces. I'm still waiting on the braces. Invisalign. Because I'm not gonna point out my flaws so you guys can see them. I'm not. And that's, did you see that? I don't like when my do-rag is all the way back here. This is when I don't wear my do-rag outside, when it's all the way back here. Because then my forehead looks all big. Anyway. So that was the last step of the body. Edit, inject, fix what you can. That was the last step of the body. We sprayed our sunscreen on. Now we're gonna do the face. Face was already washed in the shower, like I said. So I have a kit with my things for the morning. These pouches can be found on Amazon and are so good with just organizing things. Especially if you need to be able to see things. I think it's very helpful. I start off with the Ordinary niacinamide. Oh, wow. Excuse me, camera. Niacinamide. There you go. And you do not touch the dropper to your face. 3 drops is enough. Forehead, cheeks. Niacinamide helps control oil and sebum production. So this is my first step. All over the face. Mostly morning because I have a nighttime skincare routine. Then I have Derma E Vitamin C Concentrated Serum. It actually has hyaluronic acid in it, so I do double up on this ingredient. But vitamin C is known to help your sunscreen be more powerful and useful. Vitamin C is also known to brighten the skin, even skin complexion. And then I follow with a little bit more hyaluronic acid, 2% plus B5 from the Ordinary, if you can see that. And 3 drops again. Pat in. Pat, 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 pat. Get the lips too. Your lips are skin too. Okay. And put that away. Last but not least, I'm going to take some oil, some facial oil from Good Molecules. Ultra hydrating facial oil. It says use it at night, but I like to gua sha. So I use it morning and night. I have skin that tends to be a little bit more dry than it is oily. So I don't get scared by a little bit of oil. especially again, like I said earlier, it's fall, so weather's cold, even though it's humid. I still like to moisturize as much as I can. Now I have 2 gua shas. One that is rose quartz that I don't use very often, just because of the shape. And then I have the one that came with my cupping kit, which is a piece of plastic. And I just washed this off and make sure none of the stuff that could have possibly crawled on it is still on by the time it touches my face, because my face is clean. So what you'll do is start from your left and work your way to the right, and then as you raise up, you'll go back and forth. So start here and little circular motions, and you're gonna go across your chin. And then once you hit your ear, you're gonna come back and do the same motion here, and then come back down across your sinuses. And then as you get to your eyes, this is the one where it really helps the sleepiness. You're gonna go circle, circle, circle on your left eye towards your nose. Breaking it up towards your nose. And then on your right eye, you're going towards your temple first. So there. And then you'll take it back up to the top, following that pattern. And last but not least, up here. So that is one technique. And then you could go scraping, which when I'm doing scraping, I like to go from inside out, so like this. And take a little time for this muscle right here. It loosens up your jaw, especially if you clench a lot right here, and then go back out. Then the one that's been helping me the most, because secret time, I got fillers. I got fillers in my tear through, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to help this line of like, you see this line? I've had this line since I was a little kid, but it actually came under here. And if you know anything about fillers, fillers will shift. So I practice gua sha here, see, boop, and making sure that it doesn't sink to my cheeks, because I don't want protruding cheeks. I've only done it once, probably won't do it again. They say it dissolves in 1 year, but I've done some research and it doesn't necessarily dissolve. It flattens out if you're not taking care of your face, but it doesn't necessarily dissolve in 1 year. It takes a lot longer than that. So I gua sha like that. Not too much pressure, but you can definitely see that my cheeks are starting to get pink from the blood flow, and it also helps your sinuses. So boom, follow the bone structure, and ta-da, that's done. I gua sha for the morning. I try to be consistent with that. I definitely see a benefit in the sense that I don't clench as much, but I do play with my tongue ring, so that's a different situation. Then sunscreen. I use a Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40 on my face. I tried y'all with Black Girl Sunscreen. I was definitely feeling the vibe, like, yes, support. However, it was clogging my pores. It was clogging my freaking pores. And I tried everything. I mean, the exact same skincare routine. And I was using Black Girl Sunscreen, and it just was not working for me. So I had to go back to Gwyneth Paltrow's and her Supergoop. Like, it has not done me wrong. I have not invested in the full body version, because again, I like the shine that I get from Neutrogena, and it's a little bit more cost effective. So there's that. And I think that's pretty much it. We've got Native Spray-On Deodorant, which is paraben and aluminum free, and the scent Eucalyptus and Mint. It reminds me I need to shave. I got laser hair removal almost 2 years ago, in 2022. And this is how much hair has grown. And I haven't shaved in like 2 months. That's how much hair has grown in 2 months of me not shaving. It's an investment, ladies. If you're spending $80 on waxing, I would say save that money up. They even have financing plans. And get yourself some laser. Like, I have a lot of thoughts on the beauty industry, but get yourself some laser if you really are about the naked mole rat phase. That coffee is still lasting. You see how long that lasted me? It is so good. Now, one more thing I'm going to do is put on some eye cream. So I do have an eye cream. Excuse me, camera. I have an eye cream from Sephora that you can use AM, PM. It is the hyaluronic. You see, I keep using that ingredient. It's in almost everything that I use. If you don't know what hyaluronic acid is, essentially is an acid that will, in layman's term, attract more water and absorb it, help the skin absorb more water. That's the easiest way to explain it. My brain is like, that's not the scientific way. I'm like, okay, but this is YouTube and just my skincare routine. Like, we don't have to go so deep into that. But I'm just gonna tap it in. I know I put sunscreen on already, but my under eyes have been going through it because I had some sleepless nights with this move. Excuse me. And I would like not to look like I haven't slept in days. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna take this do-rag off for a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. This is my morning routine. Stella is staring at me right now, so she wants some love, so I'm gonna give it to her. I think you can see her from the bottom. You can see her. Hi. Hi. She's so cute. Anyway, yeah, you can see her little ear. That thing right there, that's her ear. Anyway, thank you for joining me with my morning routine, and I will see you in the next one.